Top 20 epic fight scenes from the show Invincible. My comic fans, if y'all watch Invincible, y'all know how brutal these fight scenes are, especially when it comes to Mark Grayson. I'm not gonna waste no time, Renzo Gang. Let's dive on into this, and we're gonna see from 1 to 20, the top 20. Let's get it. Oliver.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most badass and jaw-dropping battles in Invincible.
Lord, y'all got conquest on here.
End in character deaths and huge twists, so beware of spoilers ahead.
Anissa, she is fine.
Number 20, Mark becomes invincible. It's about time.
Yeah.
Reflect his awesome potential. While he thwarts Titan, there's still room for improvement. After that trial run, Mark is ready to make a more official debut in a sleeker super suit. Mark has not only gotten a wardrobe upgrade, but he's become more confident in the field as he punches a villain saved and triumphant. Much like the title card though, his face is going to look a lot bloodier as the season progresses.
Exactly.
Might as well give up. I'm
Invincible.
Number 19, the Battle of Mount Rushmore. Who you calling ugly?
No argument from me. Now die!
Yo, these fight scenes
as hardcore as the violence
crazy.
Can be in this show, we occasionally get a fight that
especially when you
back
fight
to the days
the
when
Viltrumites. Good God.
Inspiring.
The
This fight
Viltrumites
feels closer
are
to the golden and silver ages of comics,
they were on
with
straight
an iconic
demon
landmark,
time.
an over-the-top villain, and less emphasis on blood. We even get to see some humorous banter between Doc Seismic and Atom Eve.
I mean,
Adam
look at
Eve.
the costume they've got you in. Talk about pandering to gender roles.
I designed my own costume.
At the same time, this sequence showcases some of the show's best animation as Seismic shatters the ground below, nearly sending a family plummeting into a river of lava. Invincible not only rescues the family, but being a noble hero, attempts to save Seismic as well. Seismic would rather go out in a blaze of glory though, than accept a hero's help.
Number 18, the Maulers run out of lives. You want a real costume, right? One of the show's greatest strengths is how it can instantly change how we view a character. When Mark's half-brother Oliver gets his own super suit, he seems like he just wants to do good. We learn more about his definition of heroism when the Mauler twins attack.
Like I said before, you guys are in big trouble!
While Invincible goes after their doomsday device, Oliver brutally tears through them with ease. He dispatches the first twin by flying right through him, and for a brief moment, it looks like it could have been an accident. Oliver might just not understand his own strength, but then he strides up to the surrendering Mauler, executing him without hesitation.
That was straight savagery.
What started
He's
out
part
as typical
Viltrumite.
superheroics became a shocking realization that Oliver calls himself Kid Omni-Man for a reason. Number 17, Not So Little. Who you calling ugly?
Never underestimate your opponent. It's a mistake that several potential recruits make while trying out for the new Guardians. Atom Eve might not be as muscular as her hulking opponent, but she easily wipes the floor with him. Shrinking Ray proves that size doesn't matter, while Black Samson shows you can save the day without powers. Rexplode learns this lesson the hardest when he badmouths Monster Girl. Although both are already on the team, Rex doesn't understand how a seemingly little girl is qualified. Freeing the beast, Monster Girl gives Rex's body and ego a deserved beating. Even after Monster Girl demonstrates her strength, one hero can't believe it when Invincible punches a little girl.
Ooh.
Invincible hit that little girl!
Oh, shut up.
Oh, shit.
Well, she's actually 24, so it's all good.
Number 16, Cecil crosses the line. They deal with the devil. While the show's had plenty of betrayals, the fallout from this relationship was one for the books. Mark
When
confronts
Cecil did
Cecil
that, I
over
couldn't
his
believe
shitty
it.
use of supervillains and learns just how far the GDA director is willing
I mean, but okay, if you watch the show and then you read the comments, you can understand Cecil's position. I mean, at the end of the day, put yourself in his shoes. Like, you're a human. What do you think is going to happen? Like, you have plans like that. Just like when it comes to the DC Comics, when there was like, what if Superman decides he wants to kidnap the president, like Amanda Waller? Some of that stuff is necessary, but at the same time, it's necessary, but it's going to cause a lot of friction.
go for humanity.
We are so far past reasonable.
He unleashes a horde of super strong Reanimen and hits Mark with an implanted sonic device. Things get desperate when Mark goes to the Guardians for help, and the conflict erupts into an all-out brawl.
Man, that was a crazy season, man. This past season was crazy.
Cecil shuts down his army, but the damage has already been done. It's a staggering turn that illustrates one of Invincible's biggest themes. You can either be a good guy or a guy who saves the world. Number 15, Omni-Man runs the gauntlet. We need to talk.
Episode 7 presents a marathon of obstacles for Nolan Grayson. The GDA has been spying on him. Omni-Man mutilates several soldiers and prepares to do the same to Donald, who instead goes out on his own terms. An chance to fight alongside his dad.
Yeah.
This father-son bonding experience is interrupted by a newly revived Immortal, who has more than a bone to pick with Omni-Man. As Omni-Man rips Immortal to pieces for a second time, Mark begins to see his idol through a different set of eyes.
Number 14, father and son team up. It's been a while. Despite all they went through, Omni-Man and Invincible make a great team.
I'm playing
On their
Thrax here.
own, they're already powerhouses, and when they come together to face off against Viltrumites, they're unstoppable. However, it doesn't come easy.
Mark,
I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have Thrag up here on this
there's
list.
2 more.
The fight begins with Mark holding back, unwilling to kill anyone. Nolan convinces him to let loose, and the pair just barely manage to defeat their enemies.
Think, Mark, think! Oh, I'm pretty sure that fight
It's
probably gonna be
thrilling
like
to see
in the
Mark
top
adapt
10.
to an even playing field.
That fight
The
gotta be at
strikes
least
become
top
quicker
5.
and more precise.
Mark and
the
Nolan.
choreography is more complex, and the finishes are as brutal. It's just too bad Nolan is taken down by a sucker punch. Number 13, Prison Break. This was supposed to be easy. After a few brief appearances, it always felt like Mr. Liu was destined to come to blows with Invincible. Still, with the Viltrumites and Angstrom Levy dominating the villain
Angstrom
spotlight,
Levy.
few expected him to hit this hard. Liu's rampaging dragon form turns a prison break into full-scale chaos, as he tries to free his assassin, Multipole. Initially, it seems like
Multipole.
Invincible and Atom Eve can handle the situation. That confidence erodes when Liu pierces Mark's skin and reveals his healing powers, proving that magic can rival alien biology. Meanwhile, Eve gets a standout moment countering Paul's duplicates with her many constructs. It's one of the show's most creative battles and a memorable way to hard launch Mark and Eve's relationship. Number 12, a stay of execution.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
my hero. From the moment Nolan admits that he misses Debbie, we'd been hoping that he'd finally break out of the Viltrumites' grasp.
I miss my wife.
That chance comes when Alan's life is put in danger. Refusing to let his new friend die, Nolan snaps out of his despair and joins the fight. Together, they turn on their captors in a crowd-pleasing tussle. The spectacle is made even more fun by the inclusion
wanna see a
of
little
Battle
more from
Beast,
Alan.
who
Battle
gleefully
Beast.
indulges his thirst for combat.
More! Battle Beast.
While the action delivers, the real payoff is emotional. Although either of them could have escaped alone, Nolan and Alan chose to stay and eventually help each other. Somehow, amidst all the carnage, this dynamic
I want to
is
see a little more from Alan,
genuinely
though. Like, I want
Number
to see him be
11,
more
the
savage.
Guardians get slaughtered again. This must come as a shock, and it's not that simple. With the rest of the team off in space stopping an alien threat, the 3 remaining Guardians are forced to fight the Lizard League alone.
The Lizard League.
When Duplicate is seemingly killed, Rexplode and Shrinking Ray quickly learn that they're in over their heads. Ray is able to take down Salamander, only to be devoured by Komodo Dragon. Rex remains as the last hero standing and defeats the entire villain team alone. It just came at the cost of his hand and a bullet to the head.
Oh, I remember that.
Prick.
The choreography is as savage as it is bombastic, capturing how merciless the world of Invincible is. Number 10, The Invincible War. What have I done? Seeing the whole world face off against evil Mark Graysons is one of the show's most jaw-dropping stretches.
Oh. I'm ready for the new season.
Angstrom Levy's
Season
master
5.
plan pulls Invincibles from different realities to destroy countless cities and smear the hero's name. The result is a globe-spanning skirmish that feels like a dry run for a Viltrumite takeover.
Tell me who brought you here. Hey, these two giving you trouble?
Cecil is pushed to the brink, and heroes from every corner give their all just to survive. It's a long 3 days of apocalyptic destruction, ending with
that was
Rex
a
sacrificing
crazy
himself to
fight.
take down just one Invincible.
Got one thing left. Mm-hmm. And what's that? My entire goddamn skeleton, dickhead.
Mark's rematch with Angstrom Levy was also a major highlight of the episode. We'll have to put the battles with Mark's
Angstrom Levy
variants
got on
above
my
it, though.
nerves, man.
Steven Yeun's deliciously evil performances were just too good.
Help! I don't want to not be living. Wasn't that it? Or oh no, it wasn't. Oh no, I'm going to not be alive.
Number 9, Machine Head Ambush. That actually hurts.
This fight hurts for a variety of reasons. Mark and the audience come to empathize with Titan.
Titan is that dog. He had that dog in him. Battle
This makes
Beast.
it all the more painful when he betrays Mark to assert Till could have used some more backup. As the battle leaves Invincible, Monster Girl, and Black Samson on the brink of death.
No, no, no.
Machine Head is brought to justice, and every Guardian ultimately survives, but this is hardly a victory for our heroes.
Number 8, Omni-Man stops the invasion. Here goes nothing.
The second episode sees our heroes go up against the Flaxons several times.
Ooh.
You'd think this would get repetitive, but the Flaxons up their game with each attack. Being from another dimension where time flows differently, the Flaxons are able to spend decades perfect.
You don't seem to understand. Earth isn't yours to conquer.
Of course, Omni-Man's plans for Earth are
Yeah,
much different
he
from what he
wasn't
does to
lying.
the Flaxon homeworld. Draped in hellish imagery, this sequence gives a small taste of
He
what
was
one
not
Viltrumite
lying.
can do to one planet.
Number 7, Anissa educates Mark. I'm not going anywhere.
She gonna end up
Sometimes a good
having a
showdown
child with
works
this
because
man
it's
later
about
on.
a clash of ideologies. Hoping to convince Mark that Viltrumites are just, Anissa helps him save a cruise ship from a kaiju.
Akash.
She appeals to his compassion, arguing that humanity would prosper if they conquer Earth. Mark, as his superhero name implies, is steadfast in his beliefs and unwilling to sacrifice their freedom.
Remember that we started with reason.
Their moral debate unsurprisingly erupts into a fight, but to call it a fight would be generous. Anissa wipes the floor with Mark and gives him one last chance to join the Empire. Although it's brief, the tussle
I swear, Mark
highlights
took one of
just
the
how
most.
formidable
He took
Anissa
the
will
most
be
beatings
in
out of the
future
show.
encounters. Number 6, Powerplex's revenge goes wrong.
Powerplex
All I
got
can
on my
say is
nerves. I'm not
sorry.
gonna lie.
This episode
Powerplex got on my nerves.
builds up the minor villain
Stayed
Powerplex,
blaming
a
Mark.
grieving scientist driven by the deaths of his sister and niece.
Then he got his wife and child killed doing too much. And still blamed Invincible
He
like
truly
that's his
sees
fault.
himself as a hero, blaming Invincible for his family's death. To force a confrontation, Powerplex stages a trap, presenting his wife and son as bait, then charging himself with electricity. Mark easily outmatches him, but it doesn't end with a typical victory.
You're a monster!
But that was not his fault. That was Omni-Man.
You've done.
In a horrifying instant,
But you see, you steady kept blaming Mark for all those, you know, the demises, and the day that Mark actually snaps, you're gonna regret it. Then the blame is gonna be placed on you because you kept provoking this man.
Powerplex's energy reduces his own family to ashes. The emotional damage scars Mark forever, making this fight unforgettable for all the wrong reasons. Number 5. Well, that escalated quickly. It's about time.
Many viewers suspected that Omni-Man
Omni-Man
wasn't
turned
as
on
virtuous
them?
as he let on, but we weren't expecting him to go full Homelander so quickly.
Right.
Humor. Then, just as we get to know the Guardians of the Globe on a personal level, Omni-Man takes them all out. Red Rush is stopped dead in his tracks, Aquarius is turned to chum, Green Ghost becomes an actual ghost, Martian Man is stretched out of shape, War Woman has her head turned around, and there isn't any gadget that can save Darkwing. Even Immortal fails to live up to his name. In a flash, 7 of Earth's mightiest fall at the hands of one.
Why?
Number 4. Into the Invincible verse. I thought you were stronger. In Season 2's finale, Mark's clash with Angstrom Levy is a marathon that never lets up. Fueled by vengeance and a fractured mind, Angstrom hurls
That's crazy,
Mark
that was
through the
Season 2,
multiverse,
like-
dropping him into worlds full of talking dinosaurs, zombies, and warriors straight from Mad Max. He even comes across a hero who resembles Spider-Man.
Talk about your bad luck, Prof. Ock. Oh,
This finale isn't all about Easter eggs and references, however. Back home, Debbie's attempt to reason with Angstrom ends in disaster, finally pushing Mark over the edge. The villain punches him across several realities in one of the show's most inventive sequences.
why do you think I was softening you up?
Everybody blaming Invincible for all this stuff.
Random dimension?
The fight ends when Mark seemingly kills Angstrom out of anger. The desperation in Steven Yeun's voice never felt more palpable, and the trauma of this
it's
fight
like,
lingered long
Mark-
after.
Mark couldn't catch a break.
Number 3, Sibling Squabble. Invincible Atom Eve. In a special episode of the show, the pink-powered hero gets
I
the
didn't watch
spotlight
this
in her
special
own
episode.
origin story. Eve
I didn't
learns
watch
that
this.
she was a government experiment and eventually faces her failed recreations.
Yeah, I didn't watch this, so.
Each of these siblings uses a freaky set of abilities, forcing Eve to constantly adapt. She constantly reshapes the environment and creates improvised weapons and armor to stay ahead. It's a perfect showcase of how creative Eve can be with her abilities.
Yeah.
The animation also feels like a huge step up from what we're used to, with more expressive visuals, quick pacing, visceral camera work, and impactful hits. We could rewatch this fight anytime. Number 2, Mark was not ready for his arrival. I thought you'd never shut up. Fresh off the Invincible War, Mark barely
Conquest.
has time to breathe before meeting Conquest, a sadistic Viltrumite who's the doomsday to Mark's Superman.
Literally.
Their bone-shattering brawl sprawls across cities for nearly half an hour of non-stop punishment. Mark gets beaten so badly that he essentially begs for a break. Oliver and Atom Eve jump in to help, with the latter's
ain't
death
do
motivating
nothing.
Mark to let loose like never before. Fortunately, Eve resurrects and gives him a chance by scorching the skin off Conquest. By the end, Mark taps into his rage and beats the Viltrumite to a pulp, just as he did with Angstrom Levy. It's not just one of Invincible's
Mark
best
done had
fights,
some
it's one of the best
PTSD, boy.
superhero fights, period.
Before we
Yes.
continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel
Man,
and ring the bell
Conquest.
to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings
Every
and
Viltrumite
switch on
Mark has fought,
notifications.
he got beat on. I already know it's
Number
number
one,
one. I knew
Mark
it.
is, but Nolan won't take no for an answer.
Don't do this! It's not too late!
Yes, it is.
The carnage that ensues is too unspeakable to describe, and Nolan's
Thrag
endurance
did
to
him
the
worse.
life needlessly lost only makes the sequence more haunting.
Oh, not the train scene.
Nolan himself. As we see through a flashback, Nolan has some grasp of what it means to be a human. This encourages Nolan to spare Mark and leave Earth. The physical and emotional scars he's left behind won't be healing anytime soon, though.
I know that bothered him and he had to do his own son
Which
like
of
that.
these fights do you think was Mark?
Oh man, Invincible top 20 fight scenes. That was an insane list. And Invincible had some crazy fight scenes. And that was just seasons 1 through 3. They even gotten to season 4. It's like every season it gets crazy every season. Like I'm telling you. And especially when they go to fight the Viltrumites in the war, especially when Thrag comes into the picture. Oh man, it's crazy. But Renzo Gang, that's all I got for today. I will see y'all next time. I love y'all.